telling people where their produce comes from and how it was caught and what impact it had on the environment made me happy. I mean, just getting goosebumps talking about this, because people today are so disconnected from their food. They think they go into a supermarket, they pick up a plastic punnet, square piece of fish, and they don't know that that has come from an animal. I'm so privileged to be this modern day caveman where I go out, I harvest my own produce and I bring it back and I see from start to finish what happens. And I'm in control of what I'm eating. Wild caught, organic fish out of the ocean, no antibiotics, no hormones. It's as pure as it can come. I'll keep doing this as long as I can. I've gone to sea thousands of times. I wouldn't say I get apprehensive. I say I get excited. And I think that's what makes it special for me. And that's what makes me happy, is that after going to sea thousands of times, I'm still excited to do it. Fishing's in your blood. You either love it or you hate it. But if it's in you, there's nothing else you can do. You have to just keep going because you're a fisherman. My brother and I both eat, sleep, dream fishing 24 hours a day. We've been doing it our whole lives together from when we were very young kids. Me since the age of 5, him pretty much since he was born, because I was crazy about it. And we've chased every puddle, rock pool, river, stream that you can do since we were little kids. Greenfish was founded on the principles of handline fishing. Handline fishing and pollen line fishing. Now, both of these methods are very low impact fishing methods that harvest a single fish at a time, using one hook, one line, catching one fish at a time. The benefits of this are unbelievable. Each fish is caught and handled as an individual, versus say 1,000 fish are squashed into the back of a net, releasing lactic acid, poor quality. Fish caught by itself can get the respect that it needs. As a custodian of the ocean, it's my responsibility to look after and honor each fish that I take and make sure I give it maximum value. We operate on a relatively small scale. Fish that we've caught comes back to our factory in our own vehicles, where we then grade it out, size it up, and start allocating it to the respective customers. We have 2 main legs. One that services the food industry, restaurants, hotels, and the likes of those high-end chefs, and the other that services home users. So that goes through our online portal. So literally while I'm at sea, I load on my cell phone 10 yellowtail that we've caught. 10 yellowtail pops up on somebody's screen, they click one, and it's delivered to their door, filleted, perfectly packaged, on ice, in their door within 24 hours of being caught in the Cape Towns and surrounds. I mean, it's like having a fisherman in your fridge. What I believe our customers are getting, they're getting a 5-star fish at a local rate. For fresh fish online, I believe we are the gold standard. And that's where I want to keep it. Keep pushing that envelope, maximizing quality, no wastage, innovation, and just keep pushing my boundaries and the others can follow. We left the house at 1:30. I woke up at 1 a.m. It's now 3:30 a.m. So we've already been going a few hours. We got another half an hour tow, half an hour to launch. So another hour just till we put the boat in the water, which will be about 4:30. So that means we've already been up 3.5 hours. That really takes up the bulk of the time. If I could just do the fishing bit, the fun bit all day, I'd be super happy. Behind me in the background here is a trawler. Trawling is when a vessel uses a big net and drags along the seafloor to collect whatever they are targeting. The unfortunate thing about this is that anything in the path is caught. The quality is really not as good as a handline caught fish, and they're not handled as individuals. So a lot of fish all squashed together up in one net versus like what we are doing, where we catch and treat each fish as an individual. The quality is very much different. So people just think fishing is fishing. They don't understand that there are different styles of fishing and there are different impacts when you fish. And it's important to share this and educate consumers, because at the end of the day, a consumer should be purchasing with origin of their produce. Was it caught on a hook and line? Was it caught in a net? And let the consumer choose the style that suits their ethos and their own beliefs. When you have a day where everything lines up and it goes right, there's no better feeling in the world. I've had days where the guys are literally dancing and cheering on the boat because that euphoria is just so incredible. I think that's why we keep going. We are at beautiful Sutwater, a seaside resort next to the Atlantic Ocean, where we caught this beautiful yellowfin tuna yesterday. And I'm going to show you how we braai this year for my family. 2 beautiful yellowfin tuna steaks. We're going to place those in our dish. We're just going to season them with salt and pepper. This Japanese 7 spice, we just hit it with a little bit of olive oil. We add a bit of soy sauce. And for a little bit of sweetness, a bit of teriyaki. Let's give it a little hit of fresh lemon.
It smells good.
And we want to let it marinate in here for a half an hour to an hour before we braai. Lila, please bring me the steaks.
Okay, yeah,
Now, this is Lily, my daughter. She's been fishing with me many times. She's my pride and joy, and I love her so much. We do lots of nice fishing adventures and rock pools and catching little fish with the nets. We're going to do just placing it here in high heat. And we're going to do maximum 1 minute on a side. Woo! You can see how beautiful and golden brown that's going. Now, if I've done this right, that's how it should be. And we cut across the grain like this. Look at that, absolutely delicious. This makes me so happy.
Can I try some? I forgot.
I've had this story of the old man and the starfish mentality my whole life, and it goes like this. There was a big storm and 1 million starfish washed out on the beach. And this old man walks along, he bends down, he picks up one starfish, he throws it in the water. He walks a few more paces, he picks up another starfish, throws it in the water. Along runs this young man with his shirt off and his little dog. He says, what are you doing? There's 1 million starfish here, you're never gonna make a difference. And he says, I'm probably not, but for those 2 starfish, I made a difference. And I just believe if I make a tiny difference and I can change 5 people's minds and they change 5 people's minds, collectively, we can make a small change for the better to try and leave this world in a better place for our kids.
There's more in life with unity. We stand together, stand as one. This life